everyone, my name is Jamie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, I make videos about knitting and yarn and anything else related to that, but mostly about those things. So if that is interesting to you, feel free to check out my other videos and subscribe if you like what you see. I try to make videos every week, do a lot of knitting podcasts and other sorts of videos. Today is going to be a new type of video that I haven't done before, so that's exciting. I'm also on Instagram, which is at Jamie_creates, and also TikTok as well, so make sure to follow me on there. And I also sell my own knitting patterns, and all the links will be in the description for all the platforms that I sell my patterns on. So I've already mentioned this, I think, in my last podcast, which was my video last week, that I am doing a market this weekend, and I have done a few markets. I did one about a month ago, and I'm going to be at the same one this weekend. So it's going to be the Trust Makers Market in Melbourne at Rippon Estate, and I had such a great time at the last market, so I'm very excited to do it again. It's like a week before Christmas, so I'm expecting it to be busy, and I sold quite a bit at the last market, so I was like, gotta stock up on things just because I don't want my store to look empty. So I've made quite a few pieces somehow, like I don't really know, it's just kind of happened. And the other day I decided, because I had these 2 skeins of chunky mohair, and I was like, what can I do with these skeins? Like I've had them for a while and I don't really remember why I bought them, so obviously it wasn't that monumental of an idea that I must have had when I did buy them, because I couldn't remember it. Maybe I should write these things down, but whatever. So yeah, I just been like, oh, you know, I'll use them at some point when I think of something. And yeah, I was like, okay, wait, maybe I can make some, make a shrug, basically like sleeves, but like a shruggie. So where it has like a collar, which I haven't done before. I've only done like boleros, and also I've done like where there's a piece at the front of the back that joins the sleeves, but not like with a proper collar. So I was like, let me try doing that, and let me use 15mm needles so that it works up quickly and it's super like airy and good for summer. And they worked up super fast. I'll show you those quickly. So these are the sleeves, or this is the shrug that I made, and I am obsessed with it. I literally, if this doesn't sell, I'm 100% keeping it. And then I was like, let me make another one. So I made 2 over the weekend. I'll show you the other one. So this is I actually blocked this one because I got the sizing a bit wrong, or the gauge a bit wrong. But this is the other one. It uses a different mohair, so I had to use 2 strands to get the same kind of chunkiness. But yes, these are it's like a nice like dusty pink. And it occurred to me that I can make these really quickly, and they probably take me maybe like somewhere between 2 and 3 hours. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I was like, okay, I have a week before the market. Like this was on Sunday. I was like, I've got a week before the market, and all I'm really making now I'm making these like scrunchies as well. Because I saw quite a few of these at the last market, so I need to stock up. But I was like, I feel like I need more on the racks, and these are really, really good. And I was like, what if I can make a whole rainbow of sleeves? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get them all done by the market, but I'm gonna try. So I ordered a bunch of chunky mohair from Cardigan, which literally just arrived. Like I was about to film this intro because I knew that it was gonna come today, and then it literally, like, the doorbell rang like with the delivery as I was about to film. So the box just arrived. I'm like, cover my address, but it's here. The express shipping was very, very quick. I literally ordered this on Sunday. It is Tuesday morning and it just arrived, so super, super happy. And the shipping was like free, so pretty good deal. And so I bought a bunch of colors, and I'm gonna just see how much I can knit in a day. That's going to be this video, by the way. I feel like I didn't say that, but hopefully the title gave it away. Yeah, so I don't have a full day of knitting. Like, I don't have a full free day. I do have work at 4:30, but it's still the morning now, so I still have a decent amount of time, and I might do a bit more knitting tonight if I feel like it. Knowing me, I probably will, because after work I'm usually pretty tired and I don't really want to do anything. Basically, I'm just going to be filming myself today, keeping myself accountable as well for being productive, because tomorrow morning I have my graduation, so that's going to take a good chunk out of my day. But yeah, very exciting. I'm graduating from uni only 6 months after I actually finished, but I was away in Europe during the graduation for last semester, so I was able to just like push it back to this semester's graduation, so I'm graduating tomorrow. But yeah, that's going to take up a good chunk of my day. So and then, you know, the days, it's gonna be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and like, okay, I really need to like get onto things today and set myself up to be able to make, I think I only bought 4 colours, so I only have to make 4 pairs of sleeves by Sunday, which I actually feel like I'll be able to do. So without further ado, let's open this bad boy up because I am so excited. I chose pretty interesting colours, like not my usual go-tos in some respects. Actually, you know what, probably only one of them really is like a bit against the grain for what I would normally do, because the rest are all just like brights and pastels and stuff. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh, okay, so we've got the cardigan card thing. So that is adorable. And my order. Oh, I love it. They throw in like lifesavers. It's so cute. We'll definitely be enjoying those today. So I'm going to show you the colors that I got. So I'm going to be making purple, nice pastel lilac color, and I'm going to be making a yellow, like pastel yellow, I guess, baby yellow, I don't know. And then I got this gorgeous green because I already have like the lime green color. It's like lime sherbet from Wool & Gang. And this is like a super bright green, which I think is also super, super fun. And then I decided to get the red color, which literally I would never do. Like, there is like barely any red in this shelf. Like, I do not knit with red, like, ever. I have like on occasion, but I don't think I've ever made like a full red piece. And I don't know why that is. I don't think it's an ugly color, but I just think it's something I never think of wearing. But maybe I should like knit with it more, because I'm getting a bit sick of knitting with like the same colors all the time, like pink, blue, purple, yellow. But yeah, so I decided, let me do a red, because there might be someone out there who's like, I don't want pastels, I want like vibrant, bright color. So yeah, but I don't know which one to knit first. Like, I don't know, I can't decide what I'm most excited for. That's a toughie. I think, oh, I actually don't even know. I mean, I'm gonna knit with them all, but what do I feel like doing right now? I think a purple, to be honest. Actually, I just finished a piece in purple, so I might be a bit sick of it. Maybe I'll go for the green. I think I'll do these ones first because it's a very, very cute, it's a very, very cute green, and I'm just in a green mood, I think. Okay, excuse my like somewhat messy desk, to be honest. This is like, I cleaned my desk yesterday. Like, this is in a decent state. It was horrific before because I'd been making a scrappy vest and I just had all the yarn everywhere and it was just a nightmare. So this is actually in a better state. Okay, this is actually my first time working with the cardigan mohair, but from what I gather, it is very, very similar to, it's very similar to the Wool & Gang mohair, except for me, it arrives in 2 days after ordering it rather than 3 weeks, 4 weeks in some cases. So very, very convenient for me, because Cardigan are based in Melbourne and they have express shipping and I'm in Melbourne. So yeah, so we're gonna cast on. Now that I've made 2 of these, I'm pretty expert, I'd say. And I really love this chunky mohair a lot because it's like, you can, I've used this mohair, like the Wool & Gang one at least, on 4.5mm needles when I made a dress. So the fact that I can also use this yarn on 15mm needles, and it is like obviously a lot more like airy, but like because it's so fluffy and it is a chunky mohair, like I just really, really love that there's so much versatility. Like, you can literally knit these on like any needle size and it'll like work. Obviously it's not gonna look the same, but like, yeah, if that makes sense. Also, before you ask, because I'm very aware that people are gonna ask, what pattern is this? I basically improvised it. Like, I obviously have some inspiration of like this, like the style I want and the construction that I want, but like it is pretty basic in terms of like what you'd expect from a shrug. Like, there's really nothing revolutionary about it. And people are like, have already been asking me on Instagram, like, are you gonna write a pattern for this? And it's like, I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. Like, we'll see. If I do, it won't be anytime soon because I have other patterns that I need to write first. Oh, come on. And I know I've been like hinting that I would potentially write a sleeves pattern, but to be honest, I don't really think I will. Like, I really can't. Like, I just really don't have much of a desire to do so. All right, time to start knitting. All right, so I'm gonna check back in with you a bit later on, and I'll let you know how long it's been. I might film a little bit while I'm knitting, but for the most part, I'm probably just gonna do little check-ins just because it's easier. Okay, so I've been knitting for probably just over an hour, I would say, and we have done quite a lot. I just love how quickly these patterns work up. Like these, I love how quickly this works up. Like it's just everything. So I'm at the point now where I make the underarm and the shoulder, and then I'll do the little front and back pieces, and then I will get onto the second sleeve. So I'm very likely to finish this today, and I'll probably be able to even make a start on a second pair. The sooner I can get these done, the better, just because I don't want to be stressing about them at the last minute. Very happy with how this is working up, and we're going to continue, and I will check back in at some point. All right, it's almost 1 o'clock. So at some point I'm going to need to eat some lunch, but I'm not that hungry yet, so I'm going to wait. But I finished... My brother just slammed the door like super loudly. Jesus Christ. All right. So I finished the first sleeve basically, and the shoulder and the first half of the front and back, and then I've just got them on stitch holders because I'm going to bind them off using 3-needle bind off, because that way there's not so much of a seam in the middle, and it's like this less obvious and less like bulky and annoying. So yeah, so far I'm loving this color, and I have not even finished my first skein yet. So this pattern, or like this pattern, but like this project, I guess, uses about a skein and a half, I'd say. Like for the line one that I did, like this is all I've got left of the second skein. Might even be like a skein and a third. I don't know. I haven't weighed it, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the yarn. It's really, really nice and like soft, but also has a bit of texture, which I really like. It's definitely not exactly the same as the Wool in the Gang. It's working out a little bit differently. I'll show you for comparison. So you can see, I don't know, it might just be this one like skein I've used, but this is the Wool in the Gang, and it's got less texture, if that makes sense. I'll just pop them next to each other to compare the two. You can see this one has a lot more, I don't know if it's like little bobbles, it's hard to explain really, but like the fiber content is the same, so that's why it's a bit interesting to me. But you can definitely see that there's a difference, and when you feel them, there's definitely a difference. I will say the Wool in the Gang is definitely softer, but the Cardigan one is still very soft. Yeah, I'm gonna cast on the next skein, and I'll check back in with you when I get to a significant point in time. I don't know. Okay, it's like 2:30. I am at this point with the second sleeve, so very close to the underarm part. I am really hungry, and I definitely need to eat something. So I'm gonna go do that, and then try and finish this before I leave to go to work, which shouldn't be a problem. And if I am quick, I might be able to finish the whole thing, because I have to still sew them together or do the 3-needle bind off, knit the neck trim, and sew in the ends. So we'll see. I've been a bit distracted with some other things that have come up, like pattern testers needing help and stuff, so I haven't been knitting 100% of the time today, but that's okay. And I'm still really, really happy with how productive I have been. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Okay, I just filmed this whole segment of me like doing a 3 needle bind off, and I actually didn't film it. Never pressed the record button. Love that for me. So I basically just finished, fully filmed doing it in my mind. I filmed it, and I didn't, so that's awkward. But yeah, I did the second sleeve, and did the 3 needle bind off to connect them together. And I'm gonna do a quick try on now. And I've got a little bit of time before I have to leave for work, so we'll see where I get with the neck trim. I might finish it. I don't really know how long it's going to take. But yeah, let's quickly try this on to see how it looks. Since this is like such an upper body piece, I don't really feel like I need to stand up to show it to you on. So yeah, this is what it currently looks like. So once I do the neck trim, it will obviously close up a little bit, if that makes sense. Like it's quite open right now. But that's intentional because I'm actually going to be using 5.5mm needles for the neck trim as opposed to 15mm needles for the body, which I just think is so cool that I'm able to do both of those things and they look and work together. Like it just, that's pretty crazy to me, but that's the look we're going for. It's definitely got a different texture to the first pair, but also the second pair because that was a different yarn. So it's really interesting how, even though I thought these would be quite similar because the fiber content is the same, it definitely is different. These are probably even more appropriate for summer because it's less fluffy in the sense that the holes are kind of more distinct. So I feel like on a hot day, it would be even more kind of airy and breathable. But I love wearing mohair in the summer, to be honest, as long as the climate's not too humid. I think overall, I'm really happy with the yarn, and I like that kind of each one might be a little bit different. I mean, the rest that I do with this yarn is probably going to be quite similar, but like the pink one and the lime green one will be a little bit different, but still, you know, mohair and similar vibe. So I'm going to shut up so I can hopefully knit this neck trim before I have to leave for work. I always find it so like jarring going from 15mm needles to like these small needles now. Like my like hands just aren't used to it. This is actually working out quite fast. I have a feeling I probably won't have time to weave in the ends, but I think I will finish the neckline. And that I'm very impressed with myself for, because that means that I managed to get one down. I mean, it did take a bit longer than I thought, but that's probably because I took a few breaks and like did other things other than knitting, which is not against the rules of today. The rules wasn't just knit all day, it was just how much can I knit in a day. So we're finding out. It has been a few hours. I went to work and then I had to go run some errands on my way home, and then I had to make dinner, and then I had to eat dinner, so it's actually quite late. So and I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and get an early night tonight. But I did manage to do the neck trim ribbing before I left for work, so that's great. Now all I have to do is weave in the ends, so I am determined to do that before I go to bed. So I guess how much can I knit in a day today is this essentially, and I'm pretty proud. I mean, I was kind of hoping I would be able to at least start another one, but maybe if my yarn had arrived a bit earlier, I probably would have had time, but I did not. I want to also get like content with these shruggies because I think it's so cute that I got like a whole, well, I will have hopefully like a whole rainbow essentially. Just missing a blue, that would be ideal, but I didn't really like the blues they had, so unfortunately we don't have any blue, but we have like pretty much every other colour. Purple, red, pink, yellow, 2 greens. So yeah, so I'm hoping I can get some like cute content, because if any of these sell, obviously I can't get that content after. So that's also something I need to keep in mind. But so yeah, I'm just going to keep weaving in these ends. It really shouldn't take too long because there aren't that many. And when that's done, I'll show you the finished product just so you can get a sense for what it looks like without all the loose ends. And I'm not gonna try it on just because I kind of already have, so I'm not really in the mood to do that again. Let's just try smash this out. Oh, I just stabbed myself. Ugh. It's low-key kind of difficult to weave in the ends when I'm using like such big needles and like the yarn isn't that thick, because there's like always holes, so I have to be like quite strategic. Oh, that really hurt. Oh my god. I should be quite strategic about like where I weave in the ends. This is like by far my least favorite part of a project. Okay, so she is all done. So happy with it. I just love making these so much. And it's very satisfying to finish my day with a whole piece that I've knitted just today. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this was somewhat interesting, insightful, I don't know. Feel free to subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more videos from me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!